Today in our 2015 Hyundai Santa Fe, we're going to review and install the Curt Class 3 2-inch receiver tube hitch, part number C13152. Now here's what our hitch is going to look like once installed. As you can see, it's got the round cross tube design, it's a fully welded construction, and a really nice black powder coated finish. While most of our hitch is exposed, it's tucked up nicely underneath the rear bumper and fascia. This is our Class 3 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube. It's got really nice, large, easy to use chain hold downs and a pre-drilled 5/8 pinhole going all the way through. The hitch itself is capable of up to 900 pounds of tongue weight and a 6,000 pound tow capacity. Next, I'll give you a couple measurements to assist you with selecting accessories for your new hitch. From the center of the hitch pinhole to the outermost edge of the bumper is 6 inches. From the top of the receiver tube opening down to the ground is 13 inches. This will assist you with selecting accessories such as a ball mount, bike rack, or cargo carrier. We'll now go ahead and show you how to install the hitch. To begin our install, we need to lower and remove the spare tire. Now this can be done through the rear cargo area with the spare tire tools, or, a little shortcut, we can use the spare tire crank, has a nut on it, we can use it in reverse threads and lower the spare tire. Once we let it down, let's go ahead and remove it and get it out of our way. Next, we need to remove the underbody panels. We'll have one on each side. Here on the driver's side, there are 4 push pin fasteners that will need to be removed. To remove the push pin fasteners, we'll screw the center out and then remove it completely. Once those fasteners are removed and out of the way, we'll then go ahead and pull down, releasing a couple of threaded studs at the bottom of the floorboard. We can then pull the panel out and set it aside. Then once our hitch is installed, we'll have the option of trimming out the underbody panels and reinstalling them, or just leaving them off. Now with the driver's side done, we'll just move over to the passenger side and repeat the same process. Next, we need to remove the 2 bumper alignment pins. These go through the rear flange of the frame. They'll be in the way of the hitch and hardware, so using a rotary tool, we're just going to go ahead and cut them off. They're used in manufacturing and no longer necessary. Keep in mind each process we do here on the driver's side, we'll repeat identically on the passenger side. Next, we need to lower the exhaust. To lower the exhaust, we'll remove the rubber isolators from the metal hangers. We're going to have a total of 3, one on each side of the resonator and one just forward of the rear axle. To remove the rubber isolator from the metal hanger, we'll spray each one with a spray lubricant and then use our pry bar pliers to remove it. Alright, now with the rear 2 done, we'll go ahead and repeat the same process for the forward one. Next, let's go ahead and point out our attachment points. We're going to have a total of 8 attachment points, 4 on each side. We'll utilize the manufacturer's pre-drilled holes in the side of the frame and the weld nuts in the bottom of the frame. Now the weld nuts over time are going to build up with rust, dust, dirt, and debris. They'll need to be cleaned out. To clean them out, we'll use a spray lubricant and our 1/2-inch nylon tube brush, part number 814092. Thoroughly clean out the threads of the weld nut so that we can install the new hardware. Now once we have the weld nut cleaned out, we'll go ahead and take our bolt, thread it in to make sure it'll go nice and easily, and we can repeat the same process for the other 3 weld nut attachment points. Now to secure our hitch to the weld nuts, we're going to use the new 10mm bolt and conical tooth washer. The teeth of the washer will face the hitch as it will go through the hitch and into the weld nut. Next, for the side frame attachment points, our carriage bolt will go through the hitch, then through the pre-drilled holes. Once it comes out the other side of the frame, we'll then add the 1/2-inch flange nut. We're now ready to go ahead and install a hitch. Because we're doing this by ourselves, and we're going to set the weight of the hitch on top of the exhaust, we're going to put a safety strap underneath it to help support that weight. Simply just hook the safety strap here, bring it up, to help support the weight of the exhaust and the hitch. We're now ready to go ahead and install the hitch. We'll take the passenger side, feed it up on top of the exhaust first. Once that's in place, we'll bring the driver's side up to the frame and install the weld nut fasteners. Now once those are in place, we'll take the 1/2-inch carriage bolts, feed them through the hitch, through the pre-drilled hole, out the other side of the frame, and install the 1/2-inch flange nut. Now keep in mind, as we install each of our fasteners, we'll install them finger tight until they're all in place. Now the only exception of the hardware difference from a driver to passenger side is going to be the additional plate here on the passenger side. We'll add it between the carriage bolts that go through the frame, then through the hitch, and get our flange nut installed. Now once we have the carriage bolts in place, we'll go ahead and install the 2 flange nuts that secure the hitch in position. Now with all our hardware in place, we'll go ahead and tighten it down. Next, we'll go ahead and torque the specifications as indicated in instructions. Once all the hardware is tightened down, we can go ahead and reinstall the exhaust. Now with our exhaust back up, we'll go ahead and remove our safety strap. And we're ready to reinstall the spare tire. And just like that, everything's back in place and we're ready to hit the road. Now with our hitch installed, tightened down, and torqued specifications, we're ready to hit the road. And that'll do it for the review and install of the Curt Class 3 2-inch receiver tube hitch, part number C13152 on our 2015 Hyundai Santa Fe.